Welcome back everybody to the channel. It's me, Raul Alejandro Mendoza, or the Nerd Chicano. Either way how you say it, it's all good here. And we're back again for another video as we look at another movie in my collection. And today we're looking at a film that I have been dying to watch, that I've had in my collection for a while now. It is the film that people have been highly anticipating to be added to the Criterion Collection. And I'm talking about David Lynch's last directorial film, Inland Empire, on Blu Ray from the Criterion Collection. Of course, I hope that this video finds everybody well, happy, healthy, and in good spirits. I hope that y'all are watching some great movies and getting through your physical media as well. And I hope that everyone is doing all right. If you enjoy content about physical media, make sure that you leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell so you don't miss a single piece of content that drops on the channel. And of course, if you want to lend an extra helping hand, I do have a Patreon set up for my channel. You can go over to patreon.com/thenerdchicano and you can get early access to videos just like the one you're watching right now, and really cool stuff like video essays and other goodies that are on the other tiers. But of course, it is not mandatory, but it is appreciated. Either way, I'm really happy that you all watch these videos and get to talk to me about these movies that I love, man. Other than that, let's go ahead and get into this review of David Lynch's Inland Empire. So I'm going to go ahead and just read from the back here, and then we'll go from there and talk about the film. Strange what love does. The role of a lifetime, a Hollywood mystery, a woman in trouble. David Lynch's first digitally shot feature makes visionary use of the medium to weave a vast meditation on the enigmas of time, identity, and cinema itself. Featuring a tour de force performance from Laura Dern as an actor on the edge, the labyrinthine dream factory nightmare tumbles down an endless series of unfathomably interconnected rabbit holes as it takes viewers on a hallucinatory odyssey into the deepest realms of the unconscious mind. This comes in at spine number 1175 in the Criterion Collection, and included in this director-approved 2 Blu Ray special edition is new HD digital master made from the 4K restoration supervised by director David Lynch, with 5.1 surround DTS HD master audio and uncompressed stereo soundtracks, newly remastered by Lynch and original recording mixers Dean Hurley and Ron Eng. 2 films from 2007, Lynch 1 and Lynch 2 by Black and White, the makers of David Lynch, The Art Life. New conversation between actors Laura Dern and Kyle MacLachlan. More Things That Happen, 75 minutes of extra scenes. Ballerina, a 2007 short film by Lynch. Reading by Lynch of excerpts from Room to Dream, his 2018 book with critic Christine McKenna. Trailer, new English subtitle translation and English subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing, plus excerpts from Richard A. Barney's book, David Lynch Interviews. This is the front of the packaging. This is the back. This is the spine. And you go ahead and open this up, and you have a nice hefty booklet here, just the way that I like it. This is the back of the booklet. And you have, of course, the excerpts, and look at that. You open it up and you have the Brabbits from the film, and you have your transfer notes, the acknowledgments, and all those wonderful things that are included in these booklets from Criterion, along with the transfer notes about this very extensive restoration that was done. And I believe they actually give you, there you go, they actually give you a nice little roadmap of how the transfer was done, so it's pretty cool. But yeah, that's what is in this booklet. And then of course you have your first disc, which includes the movie, and then you have the second disc, which houses the special features. And if I can just grab that right now, oh my god, yeah, here you go. So there it is. And then the back is, I don't even know how to explain this, but yeah, this is the back of it. But that's the packaging for this release of Inland Empire from Criterion Collection. I've been looking forward to making this video for a long time now, ever since I picked this up during the flash sale. I have been wanting to watch this movie even before the flash sale. I love the filmography of David Lynch, as you all can tell. I mean, I've done reviews of Dune 1984 on this channel. I've done of Lost Highway, And now that I have Mulholland Drive in my collection on 4K, I'm going to do one of Mulholland Drive. I've watched Eraserhead. I've watched some of other films from him. Wild at Heart. I did a Wild at Heart review on here as well. You all know I love David Lynch. I think he's an incredible filmmaker. And this was one of the movies that I have been wanting to watch from David Lynch for a long time now. So when it was revealed that this was coming to the Criterion Collection, I had to pick this up. And I have to say, this did not disappoint one bit. Do I understand what David Lynch is trying to say within Inland Empire? Not one bit. But I was drawn to its aura, to its mysterious feeling and its atmosphere that is created by the DV tape cinematography that just makes it feel otherworldly. Laura Dern gives one of my favorite performances of all time in this film as this woman who's completely losing it, and she doesn't really understand what is going on in her life, and especially in the production of this film. But the more you uncover about this film, the more confusing it gets. And honestly, this might be the first time that I say that I'm okay being confused, because I think that's a big part of this movie. It is a movie that connects dots everywhere, and it's a film that is more like a spider web. And I'm pretty sure the more I watch it, the more I'll be able to understand what David Lynch is trying to say. But from a first time watch, I am just floored by the incredible cinematic language that David Lynch is able to create here within this film. I love the music, I love the cinematography, the lighting choices. Everything about this movie looks so good. I love the way that he uses DV tape here to like really create this kind of a eerie feeling, and it makes like looking at this film it feels so wrong. It looks so ugly, and it looks like it makes your skin crawl just looking at this film. And it's just so expertly crafted by Lynch and his team. I think it's so good. I've never felt this uncomfortable by a film before, and Inland Empire really secures that within the cinematic language that David Lynch employs in this film. It's one of the best films David Lynch has ever made, and it's funny because it's 3 hours long, and I immediately wanted to watch it again just so I could pick up on these things more, and I could learn more about it and be able to consume more of the message. But I'm sure, just like Mulholland Drive, before I actually came to a conclusion on what I think Mulholland Drive is about and what it's saying, I'm probably going to be rewatching this movie multiple times at this point. So yeah, I'm excited to keep diving into this and learning more about it, because I was a big fan of this movie. Now let's talk about the restoration. So this is a HD master from a 4K digital restoration. I watched this on my 4K player on my 4K TV, and I have to say, I'm not entirely sure how to go about this, because it looks really good on my TV, but I've never watched a DV tape film on my TV before, so I don't know what is the standard. So if I'm going by this, then I guess this sets a standard of what I think DV tape films are going to look like. I've seen people online go as far to say that this is one of the worst restorations ever done, which I disagree. I really like the look of Inland Empire, and I think that this new restoration really brings out an interesting life out of it. I love that they kept a lot of that grain that is kept in this film, because DV tape is really grainy. Now, I did go back to look at the original film, and I compared it to this one, and I have to say that these changes are noticeable, and I really like the changes that were made, and I think that it looks really good. I just don't know where to come from, because I've never seen anything like this before. I've never seen anything shot on DV tape, so I don't exactly know where I'm going to be reviewing the restoration from. All I know that when I'm watching this, I really like the work, and I think that the colors register well. Of course, it is not the most beautiful looking film that is going to have that Dolby Vision HDR type of look to it, and I think that for what we have here and what they did extensively to the work here, it looks really good. I know that there's people out there who are mad that this was a Blu Ray disc, and I think I'm more bothered by the fact that it's a Amaray case instead of a digipack, because every single release from David Lynch at this point has been a digipack, so I don't know why we have an Amaray case for Inland Empire. But I don't really see the need for a 4K disc for this film. I think that the restoration and the way that the film was made doesn't really call for a 4K native disc, but from what I was able to see from my upscaling, I think it registers really well. Now, I wasn't able to watch the 5.1 surround sound track, but I was able to listen to that stereo soundtrack from my TV speakers, and I've got to say that I like it. I like how everything is balanced. I like that there's no scratching. Nothing that is a notable scratch, right? Because there are some stuff that does sound a little, rough around the edges, but that's because of the type of filming that was done, the type of camera was used, and the type of audio recording that was done. But for what I'm able to listen to with my 2 ears and what I'm able to digest from that, I like the way that this audio restoration was done. They did a good job at being able to bring out some good elements out of it, but also not completely changing the tone of what it is, because of course this is a film shot on DV tape, so it should sound like a film on DV tape. It should look like a film on DV tape. We don't need to change these things drastically to the point where we are diminishing what they originally were shot on. And I think that's one of the biggest reasons why I don't really find myself interested in wanting a 4K native disc of this film. This film is loaded with so many special features, interviews, documentaries, behind the scenes, a short film, and I haven't gotten to the special features, but if that's a big part of what you want in this film, then you have a lot of really good stuff in here that you want to go ahead and go through. Of course, this would be $20 during a sale, so it is highly, highly recommended for me. This is a great film. It's a really good video transfer. It's a really good audio transfer as well, and it's filled with a lot of special features. So if you're on the fence about it, I can tell you right now, if you're a David Lynch fan, definitely pick this up. If you've never watched a David Lynch film, do not pick this up yet. Maybe look at another film from his, but work your way to this and then pick it up. But if the sale comes around and you're a big David Lynch fan, you need to pick this up, because this was so good, and it is one of my favorite releases from the Criterion Collection. To keep up to date with me on all things social media, make sure you follow me at The Nerd Chicano on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, Letterboxd, and on Serialized. I'm on the same handle on all of them, so go ahead and check me out, guys, and let's go ahead and talk about some movies. Check out The Nerdcore by checking out our website, thenerdcore.com. Twitch and YouTube is under The Nerdcore. We're the same handle on both of those, so go and check out all the cool stuff that we're doing with our podcast by checking out all those social media sites. For now, this is goodbye, my friends, but we will see each other on the next one when we talk about another movie in my collection. But in the meantime, to my wonderful cinephiles and renowned scholars, celebrate the love of cinema today, tomorrow, and every day after. Catch you all on the next one, guys. Peace out.